Welcome to Bounce Pad. Or Bounce Cast. My fault.
Yeah.
We have a camera set up today.
Yeah, we do.
We're eating dinner. I think Elliot's mostly finished.
Yeah.
Still some hash browns though. So last time we kind of did this as like freeform kind of thing. We were just editing a video and watching
Off the cuff.
Yeah, and we were just like, hey, we're having a conversation. Why don't we record it? Mm-hmm. This time we're trying to make it a bit more, for lack of a better word, structured and professional. But, all right. First things first. The main thing that really, so like gaming stuff, there wasn't that much. Like there wasn't. I know there were like a bunch of indie games. That
Let's get into the news.
But the big thing was, Joker came to Smash Brothers. Mm-hmm. Well, 3.0 update came to Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, the stage builder.
Stage builder. Gosh,
I don't think they remember to put a censor on it because there's so many terrible stages.
But it is so much fun, and I love. Oh, it's so good. Stage builder's great. But Joker came to Smash Brothers. Mm-hmm. He's really good to the point that he's. I don't know if he's like overpowered or anything like that, but he's really good.
I think he's so well balanced that it's easy for any veteran to dominate with him on square one, which I think is dangerous because a lot of the reason why Ultimate was good is they rebalanced the characters so that people who were experienced with them had to relearn. So for about like a 5-month period, no one was like super good at Ultimate until they learned the ropes of the game. Yeah. And now that they do, Joker is so well balanced, I think people can just hop in and just dominate with him.
What Elliot was trying to say is they absolutely took a baseball bat to the kneecaps of Bayonetta, and everyone just kind of formed around.
The tier just kind of went.
It was like, all right. But
Link's at the top now. I mean,
no, he's a fun character to play as. Mm-hmm. Some people are calling him unoriginal, and I don't know if you've seen that. No, not unoriginal in the way that you might think. Because you can easily compare Arsene to Limit and stuff like that. But there is a definite distinction between the different things. Yeah. The thing that a lot of people are complaining about, and they actually have something on. I think there's a video on YouTube about it. A lot of Joker's moves and animations are basically just copy pasted from different characters.
Yeah. People complained about that with Sonic.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And that's kind of the big thing. But does that mean he's not fun? No, that means that he's a combination of a lot of other characters' good moves.
Yeah.
And Joker without Arsene is not the best, but Joker with Arsene is terrifying, especially because his biggest problem, his recovery, just gets paved over because of the Wings of Rebellion. But besides that, I'm not going to talk about Persona as much because I talked about Persona a lot last time. But in my defense, there was Persona news. Persona 5R got announced. I know you're not a Persona fan.
I probably would be if I took the time to play it.
You probably also would be if it came to Switch.
Exactly.
But Persona 5R isn't coming to Switch.
I live myself by a philosophy now where I don't have time to try as many games now. So if I want to try a game that's coming out, I want to have played every game before it so I can see how the gameplay's progressed.
Yeah.
And see what the changes actually mean in terms of gameplay. Because if people are like, oh, Pikachu can now do a backflip on a surfboard. I want to know why there's a surfboard in the first place. I want to play the 30 games beforehand to figure out how we got to surfing Pikachu.
To be fair, though, Persona 5, you can just kind of jump right in. But anyway, Persona 5R is coming to PS4. It's not coming to Switch, but the reason they're making Persona 5R, and this is something that I knew but I didn't think about, it's for PS4 exclusive.
Okay.
Because Persona 5 was actually PS3 and PS4. Okay. And because of that, they had to kind of
limit it. Yeah.
So they're taking all the limits away for it. And it looks great. They added a new character. I think her name's Kasumi.
Her name's Doug.
It's like red-haired chick.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan. But on the bright side, hopefully, because I think they're adding a few extra months into the calendar. Because the game stops at Christmas.
Yeah.
They may flesh out Best Girl Haru. I can hope, but
don't worry, I have no idea who these people are either.
No, it's okay. The other thing is Persona 5S.
Yes, I watched the trailer for that one.
It's pretty
because it was in the Nintendo Direct, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, what are your opinions on it? So it's basically Dynasty Warriors cross Persona.
It's like what Hyrule Warriors did for Legend of Zelda. It's doing for Persona.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with it. My only major issue with it is, well, first off, it's coming to Switch.
That is the guaranteed way to get success nowadays.
And it's, I mean, if you played Hyrule Warriors, fantastic. If they take
I love the metal soundtrack. It's not like full metal. It's like hard rock.
If they take the mechanics of Fire Emblem Warriors, where like the AI actually did something, and mix it with the fan service of Hyrule Warriors, you're gonna have a great game. But on that point, there is a major problem, and it's the fact that the game is not called Persona Scramble; it's called Persona 5 Scramble.
Oh, I can see problems right there.
Which means that
they have to limit themselves to just Persona 5.
Yeah. Which means that Persona 4 and Persona 3 might not be getting it. Of course, this is very early. We don't know.
This could be a working title.
They could come as DLC.
Because Hyrule Warriors itself was a working title until they decided to keep it.
I mean, Persona 5 Scramble sounds pretty final, though.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I was one of the people when they announced Project Octopath Traveler. I was like, "That's the last name. They're not going to change it."
Well, I mean, why would you change it? It literally encompasses everything that Octopath Traveler. Yeah. But I'm excited. I don't think they have a release date for it, do they?
As far as I know, no. It was just a teaser.
Because Persona 5R, they were like, "Hey, it's coming in October in Japan and early 2020 in other regions."
Yeah.
But Persona 5S, we literally just got Dynasty Warrior gameplay with Joker and Arsene, which looked sick, by the way. But that's about it. Besides that, I think that's literally like all the gaming news. Well.
Something happened over the weekend.
You think what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking what you're thinking, Nathan.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's a movie now. Just let that sink in.
First off,
a blue anthropomorphic hedgehog has a live-action movie.
I'm not against the movie.
I'm not against the idea of the movie.
I don't mind there being a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's a movie about chipmunks. Anything's possible.
Well, I mean, you could do it. He's a very sassy character.
Well, he has the 90s attitude that kind of is resurfacing in today's society.
And I feel like it'd be good. Also, you saw the trailer, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Jim Carrey.
He's going to be the redeeming factor.
He's carrying the movie.
I just hope they don't save that little teaser of him with the orange stash and ball.
I have
a feeling they're going to save it till the very end credits and have him crash, and that's going to blow him up, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, where they set up the fan service at the end of the movie. I think that's a very dumb move. Because if you want people and fans to watch this, you need to put the fan service into your first attempt at the movie because you're not guaranteed a sequel.
Well, they showed it in the trailer, right? But one of the big things was that I instantly thought of is you've seen Batman vs Superman.
Yes.
What they did for Lex Luthor in that. Lex Luthor was
interesting.
Fuzzy hair, which Lex Luthor does not have fuzzy hair. He's bald, and at the very end they have him bald.
Exactly.
Which is dumb.
I have a feeling that's exactly what they're going to do.
I hope they don't, though.
I'm praying they don't. But considering the movie shows them attacking... Spoilers if you haven't watched the trailer, but who hasn't seen the trailer. There's a scene where Sonic and the two main characters are on top of a building, and Eggman's firing missiles at them, and he's in a red suit instead of his black suit from earlier in the movie. So I'm thinking that's the final battle. And he still has his greaseback hair.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Sonic's going to beat him, he's going to crash, his hair's going to burn off, because in the final scene his goggles look kind of broken. So I'm thinking that's just going to be the cut to black at the end.
I'm nervous about it for multiple reasons that we haven't even talked about, one of the big ones. Sonic looks ugly. But have you heard?
Yes.
This is actually on Twitter today.
See, we've been spoiled with Marvel movies and Thanos because Marvel movies nowadays are 95% CGI.
Yeah.
But it's good CGI.
But did you hear what the lead designer?
Well,
or was it the designer?
It's the director.
Oh, it's the director.
The director himself.
He posted on his Twitter saying, I'm paraphrasing, of course, I don't have the tweet in front of me.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said, we heard your feedback. We will be tweaking Sonic's design.
Mm-hmm. Well, because currently the video has a higher dislike ratio compared to likes. So the Sony and Paramount, the parent companies, are green lighting the CGI art directors to go back into the editing bay, completely redesign Sonic's CGI, and redo all of his scenes. Which, if you look at the trailer, his CGI doesn't even look finished in this trailer. So either they're going to have to push back whatever their set release date is, or they're just going to have to push it as fast as possible.
The problem with pushing it as fast as possible is that's going to be some...
That's worked out before with Sonic games. 06.
But that's going to be
Forces.
that's going to be some issues with, like, unions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're going to have some worker ethical issues. But I'd actually be fine with them delaying the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Personal thing. I know some people really want to see it just to bash it. But to be fair, I actually liked the trailer. I mean, minus the CGI. If you
I liked what was shown in the trailer. I didn't like how it was structured. It felt like a general action movie trailer.
I mean, they play Gangster's Paradise over the entire thing, which is kind of weird.
That's the new trend nowadays, is to play an old 90s song over your trailer.
But
I like Sonic's scene where the missiles are coming at him, and he slows down time, and he's like, oh, I hit 9 million steps today.
Yeah.
And then he starts attacking.
But what was the Ooh, that felt weird. There was one scene that made me laugh very, very, I guess, sarcastically. Like, it was a laugh because I just thought it was funny. Followed by an actual scene that made me laugh because Jim Carrey. But the scene was Sonic and the guy were in the car, and Sonic's just standing in the seat, and it made me laugh because I was like, that looks like the dumbest thing ever. Like a 3-year-old standing in the front seat, and I laughed. But then it had him going out, hitting the tank or whatever, and it was like, boom! And then he was like, is that all you got? And then Dr. Eggman was like, oh, I'm glad you asked, and hit a button. That made me laugh.
He goes, no. But I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That was a funny joke.
Well, my favorite scene in the trailer was when they first introduced Dr. Eggman, and they're like, in order to beat this thing, we're going to have to call in the best of the best. And then one of the army generals at the table goes, you're not seriously considering him, are you? And then Jim Carrey comes out. First of all, he basically tells the army sergeant that he's incompetent. Yeah. In, like, intense, like...
Words.
Inventor language.
Yeah.
And then he tells his aide to explain. The aide goes, he basically saying you're basic. And then the general goes, well, wait a second here, bucko. And then Dr. Eggman goes around and goes, what was your name again? And then the sergeant goes, sergeant. And he goes, ah! And then the sergeant goes, sergeant. And he goes, who cares?
Like, the comedy seems like it's actually going to be decently funny if the trailer's any indication, which is good.
I'm okay at the level where it's not like terrible potty humor.
No.
Which at that point you just rolling your eyes in your seat.
Yeah.
I'm glad it won't be that, from what it looks like.
I want giant robot ladybugs or I riot.
I gotta admit, the little thing that comes out of the attack van, that was cool.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That CGI looked cool.
Well, there was also there was a really dumb line in the movie where Sonic's like, I'm the one who's got to save your planet. And I'm like, Sonic, shut up. I'm like, stop talking.
You live in a hole with a pile of shoes and a cassette tape deck. I just looked up pictures right here, and I just realized they they released, like, official art pictures online before the trailer.
Really?
Yeah. This was, like, a month ago.
Sorry, I'm eating ramen.
The thing is, the leaked pictures look different from the actual movie. Let me find the picture I was looking at.
That's fine. Take your time. I got ramen.
From the leaked poster, right here. See that? That looks entirely different from how he looks in the trailer. His face doesn't look flat. I think that's the problem. His face is too flat, and his body's weird proportion. But right here, this is the money shot at the end of the trailer. You can see his goggles are broken.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that's the end of the movie. Which sucks, because I'd rather have this design.
Yeah.
I like how he looks at the beginning, because it's like before all this stuff. but I'd rather have this. And looking at it now, you can see Jim Carrey's bald cap.
To be fair, Dr. Robotnik's design is an action issue.
Yeah.
Because if it is an origin story for Sonic kind of thing...
He's not going to look like an insane guy just yet.
And to be fair, it would explain his obsession over him. And you can look at him with his little goofy mustache, and you can be like, all right, that's Robotnik.
Yeah.
You can figure that out. Like, it's not like a... I'm trying to think of a good example. I can't think of one. I'm going to go back to Lex Luthor.
Well, like in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder was actually supposed to be the white guy, when traditionally Shredder is a Japanese samurai, I believe. They have the Japanese guy in there, and when they released the trailers for the movie, originally, the first one, the live-action one, Michael Bay, they had plans to make the white guy Shredder. And the fans did a giant outcry. So at the last second, they changed some of the scenes in the movie to make the Asian guy Shredder. I don't care either way. I thought it would have been interesting either way. The fact that they changed it last minute and didn't stick to their guns, I think really cost the movie something special.
Well, I mean, besides the fact that it was a Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
Here's what I was showing my sister. This is a fan-stylized version of how he should look. I think this would have looked way better, because that looks like the game. His head's bigger than his body.
Well, okay.
He doesn't look like a human kid.
I heard one of the biggest comparisons to him was they were like, he looks like a 3-year-old in a onesie.
He does. Sonic shouldn't have a crotch. He should just have...
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's the eyes, and it's the body.
When is the movie supposed to come out?
Let me check. To answer your question on Persona 5 Scramble, there is not a release date.
Okay, I didn't think there was.
Persona R, I believe, is April 25th. This movie is set to release November 8th. So that gives them a pretty decent amount of time to release it.
With sweatshop stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah. They're going to be working overload. How much you want to bet the editors, the animators are like, oh, geez, we're done, finally. Yeah. And 2 days later, their director goes, oops, we need to redo the whole movie.
Hey, you know how Sonic looks terrible? We need him to
We really should have workshopped this with some test screenings. Sonic director says design change is going to happen.
First off, delicious hash browns.
Oh, absolutely, I love them.
You know what movie I'm excited about?
Which one? Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu.
I just pulled up an article. Detective Pikachu director weighs in on Sonic. Let me just read this for you guys.
No, go ahead.
Okay. CGI. Lara Croft is Tomb Raider. Detective Pikachu director Rob Letterman knows how important nailing the CGI adaptation of beloved 2D characters is to ensuring longtime fans. Getting it wrong, unfortunately, leads to the Sonic the Hedgehog fiasco. Letterman told The Verge he just heard about the Sonic situation 15 minutes ago, adding that he didn't envy the position the director's in.
No, I mean...
Oh, geez.
Poor guy, man.
He says, there's no right or wrong on how you make one of these movies. It would be very difficult for us to redesign anything. We spent a year designing all the characters ahead of time so we could get it all right. If we were off by an inch on Pikachu, then Justice Smith's, the main actor's performance would go right out the window. So, for us it would have been impossible. That doesn't mean they can't do it. But he says, I don't want to be in their shoes. They're in a difficult spot. Because that's true. If Sonic's at this height and they have to redesign him to this height, all the actors are filmed staring at a dot that's right here. They're staring at their little tennis ball on a pole right here. Because that's where the CGI character was designed.
Yep.
They change it, they're going to have to reshoot most of that. Or just put Sonic on a soapbox the whole time.
That's how they cut it in.
Give him some 16-inch stilettos.
He's running around the entire time carrying all, like, footstool.
He's on stilts.
No, but the Detective Pikachu movie looks...
phenomenal.
I'm
surprised how much I like the lifelike designs. Like, Pikachu with fur, I never would have imagined, but in retrospect, that's exactly how he would look. He's a mouse.
Oh yeah, he's a mouse. Like you don't look at him now thinking that he's covered in hair, because like think of like the Smash Brothers iteration.
When he's in the video games, he's smooth.
But like
he's cartoon stylized. But He wouldn't be
he
stylized in our
wouldn't be
world.
like that. Yeah, he would
Exactly.
be furry.
Well, I just love Charizard. Looks like an actual lizard.
Oh gosh.
Just Psyduck looks wrinkly and disgusting. Bulbasaur looks like an actual plant.
I'm so. Plus, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, man.
He has the acting chops to take
You
this. He's the kind of guy where you can totally see him being okay playing a PG character and still rocking it with his sense of humor.
I'm just so excited. Oh, do you remember when
There's Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff looks like a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you remember at the beginning whenever they announced Pikachu was voiced by Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Because first off, a lot of people wanted to be voiced by Danny
Oh,
DeVito.
everybody wanted it. They started petitions to have Danny DeVito. voice
I'm
it.
excited that he's Ryan Reynolds now. Was I one of the ones to sign the petition for Danny DeVito to voice Pikachu?
Yes.
I made 3 accounts. I made the petition, no. But Ryan Reynolds is going to do a phenomenal job.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember at the beginning when everyone was like wanting Pikachu to like drop the F-bomb? Just I guess it's
Because it's Deadpool playing
it's
it.
Deadpool. And I was like, that'd be the funniest thing ever. Even if you like cut it so he doesn't say it, he just like launched somewhere. He's like, oh,
Pika.
and then like cut back to like people like hearing him normally. So he's like, Pikachu. I would. Oh, that'd be so funny.
See, I was a little skeptical of Ryan Reynolds playing Pikachu until I heard him in the trailer and I heard the comedy that they give him, the material they give him. You can tell they let him improv.
Oh, the drop.
Because Ryan Reynolds, the thing I respect about him, he'll do his research on the character and formulate all his comedy around that. And his comedy is like a dry, satirical sense of humor, so you can't even tell it's a joke half the time. But it's freaking hilarious.
Well, you know, one of the reasons he did Deadpool, right?
Why?
Because they made a joke in the comics about if Deadpool, because you know he breaks the fourth wall. He was like, if I was played by someone, I'd be played by Ryan Reynolds.
Really?
Yeah. So that's Ryan Reynolds. Is
And
like,
now Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. There's no one really who could take over that. It used to be there was a voice actor in the games that everyone's like, oh, that's Deadpool. No, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. But well, it was like what the first trailer when everyone was like when I don't know the main kid's name. You were like Justice Williams.
The
or
actor's
something?
name is Justice Smith.
Okay, Justice Smith. He was like, "Can't you guys hear him?" And the girl was like, and it cut to like,
are a Pikachu.
No, it cut to them saying, it cut to the people listening to him, and Pikachu was like, Pika, Pikachu, and the girl was like, oh, Pika, Pika to you too, and Ryan Reynolds was like, yeah, they can't hear me, kid, and I loved it.
I love, like...
It's comedic.
I love how cute they made him look. He looks cuddly.
Yeah.
But he has Ryan Reynolds' like stinging, biting sense of humor.
It's so... That comes out May 10th.
He's like, I'm a yellow puffball addicted to caffeine.
Yeah. It comes
I
out.
can't live without it.
It comes out May 10th. I'm pretty sure.
I believe so.
Because
It better come out soon because I want to see it.
my girlfriend actually really wants to go see it because she's actually genuinely excited about it. She saw the trailer and she's like, I've been looking at that movie for a little bit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, I mean, Mewtwo is in it.
I know.
And Mewtwo looks insane.
Oh my goodness.
Like, he looks so muscular.
yeah.
It's awesome. But it means they're going to have an actual developed story, which I like.
Oh yeah. Did you play the Detective Pikachu game?
No.
I did not
I did not
either.
pick it up. I debated about it, but I just didn't have the money.
I did want to get the giant amiibo.
Oh, jeez, look at Airport.
Oh, I know. They showed him off, and I was
That
like,
looks
"That's
insane."
that's freaky." They've made. Have you seen the plushies that they made?
No.
They've made plushies based on the Detective Pikachu,
Uh-huh.
more realistic style and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they look pretty good. And like you squeeze them and they make noise.
Charizard looks so good. Yeah, you're saying?
Yeah, no, that was basically it. Like you squeeze them and it makes noise. Oh, did you see Ludicolo?
Yeah, he has like a mustache.
Yeah.
See, I saw the Pokemon trading cards they're releasing now that have the
yeah.
screenshots from the movie. I think those would be cool to pick up. But I'm not really into the trading cards. My older sisters were.
Man, I'm excited.
Pikachu carrying a Magikarp. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised at how well Nintendo's pulled together. But
Well, whenever
I've been
they
really thinking about it, ever since they kind of restructured before releasing the Switch, they've been on the ball like 24/7. They've been releasing hit after hit.
Yeah.
They chose to release Zelda as a launch title for the Switch when they knew they didn't have any other games prepared. That sold the Switch like hotcakes.
Oh, absolutely.
And then Mario, it gave them enough buffer time until Mario Odyssey came out. And that just kept rolling. Now they have steady releases, unlike the Wii U. They have games coming out each month, first-party titles.
Some of them may not be
with
the best.
Thousands of third-party games.
But the fact that they have so many of their main series coming out, like,
Absolutely.
again, you have Zelda as a launch title. You have
Mario
Odyssey.
ARMS was their new
IP. Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2.
The new Smash Brothers game, which, I mean, yeah, that was like later.
And they just announced Luigi's Mansion 3.
And
everyone's been waiting for
the new Kirby game, which may not have been everyone's favorite, but it's
it was
a Kirby game.
Yoshi's Crafted World.
Of course. But
Mario Party.
And then they even they announced Metroid Prime 4.
And then the smartest move I think Nintendo could have ever made. They realized the game wasn't up to their standards of the series with their new
I remember that.
with their new development partnership with some other company, because the first 3 Metroid Prime games were developed by Retro Studios.
Yep.
This 4th one, they brought on someone else to carry on the legacy, and they looked at the game like about 5 months from its initial release date and said, this is not Metroid Prime 4. This is not up to our quality standards. So they decided to completely cut development right there. Not just cancel the game. Start from the beginning.
Just
start from the
scratch.
Design process. And they said they went to Retro Studios and asked them to start developing for this game. Like, they brought back in the original developer because they're the only ones that can capture the magic of the original. So they took a game that wasn't up to their standards and said, if we release this, no one's going to like it. We're going to have backlash. Or new people will like it. Old fans will hate it.
Yeah.
And they're relying on the old fans as well. Because Metroid is
people freaked out when they saw it.
Yeah, Metroid is a very ingrained into the older members of Nintendo's fan base. So they went back, cut everything, start from the original sketches, and now have brought in the original studio to make the game how it should be. They took a step back, realized they can make a quick buck off this terrible game, or make millions of dollars off of a great game.
And make the game that people want.
Because that's one thing I'll respect about Nintendo till the day I die. They make games for their audience. They make games for their gamers, not just to make money. Money's a factor. Money is a big factor because they're a company. But they put their gamers' ideas first. People hated that the Wii U, the tablet, wasn't portable, so their next console is a portable tablet that can also plug into your TV, what the Wii U should have been.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It's just... the Switch has some bad games on it. There's a lot of shovelware on it. If you looked at the eShop.
I've looked at the eShop. I don't like all the shovelware, but at the same time, it, like, overjoys me that people are actively developing for the console. Indie developers, and Nintendo's encouraging it. Because most consoles, they would put a heavy fee on releasing an indie game on their console because they're treating them like third-party developers. Some of these people are working out of their basements. Nintendo's just like, you have the game, it's up to a certain quality, put it on our console.
Yeah, but now they have that indie partnership thing going on.
Yeah, they got the indie showcase.
Yeah.
I'm 100% okay with that, because some of those games are really good. Celeste
was
a game I never thought would be good. That game looks amazing.
So.
Shovel Knight, it's awesome.
This is just me. Again, the Fighter Pass had its first fighter. Joker came. And one thing that I was actually genuinely surprised about, because they've already announced that all of the fight... I'm sorry to jump from topic, but they've already announced that all of the fighters are going to be released by February of next year. February 2020.
That's going to be a very steady stream of releases.
And that sounds great, right?
They must be done with development.
I was expecting... I don't know if you've seen the Joker trailer. Have you?
Yes.
Joker trailer, first off, fantastic. I loved it.
Very well put together.
Oh, they got everyone to voice act in that game, and it makes me so happy.
Good job, Joker!
Looking cool, Joker!
Yeah.
The big thing was, I was expecting them to show off like a teaser or something. Something.
Yeah.
Like just a hint. Like it could have been like 3 notes of a song.
Dun, dun, dun. Yo, it's Joker.
Like no, it could have just been something cryptic about who the next fighter is going to be.
I agree.
Because
to feed the speculation.
Well, I mean, what? Because the problem is, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this, coming from what they did for Joker to whoever's next, that's a big step.
Yep.
They went all out for Joker.
Because Persona's, the game series is still going. And Joker's game was released not too long ago and is now getting a re-release with expanded content.
But what did they do? The game released, and then I think it was either that night or the next night, they had the Game Awards.
Yeah.
What did they announce at the Game Awards? Joker for Smash. And it's like,
Oh, okay.
it's like, what do I do? But like, how are they going to go? They got Persona. They had the huge announcement. They have Joker, and then they have this awesome soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about who's going to be able to follow that up. Like,
we
I'm not even.
We all know who's going to be next.
I'm not even talking
Say it
about.
with me, audience. Steve from Minecraft.
I'd be fine with that, but someone brought up a good point. It was Nero, who's like a actual professional Smash player. He was like, "Name me one song from Minecraft."
See, don't ask me that because I unfortunately know.
I know one, and that's Sweden.
I know Wet Hands.
I know
for,
Sweden.
Those of you drumline folks out there. It's a good time. Wet Hands, you'd recognize it. It's a good one.
Sweden is the only one I know. But at the same,
love the soundtrack, honestly. I like the original soundtrack before Microsoft took over and made Minecraft a corporate business.
Well, like, I can see Steve in Minecraft. Or Steve in Minecraft. No, I can see Steve.
is Steven Minecraft.
I can see Steve in Smash Brothers.
Yes.
I can see the stage.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do for music. Like,
That's
I
true.
feel like it, because they have to have original songs.
Minecraft doesn't have very intense music, is what Nathan's trying to say. It's not battle music, it's more calm, soothing music, because the game itself is a calm adventure.
And don't get me wrong, there's going to be remixes.
Absolutely.
But they also have to have the original music as well.
Yes.
You can't have remixes and not have some type of original music from Minecraft. And the only one that has any kind of intensity in it, I don't know if you've heard it. I don't know if you played Minecraft recently. The Ender Dragon actually has a battle theme now.
Oh, does it really?
And that's the only even moderately intense song in the entire thing. Because, like, think, what ambiance does the Nether have? It's a lot of moans.
Yeah.
You can't have just moans for a soundtrack. It's like, no, that's not, it's like, no, I need...
Yeah.
I love Steve from Minecraft in Smash. It's so hard for me to say. I don't know why.
I love having Steven.
Because he'd be the first indie rep.
That's true. Everyone wants Shantae.
If Shantae's not coming.
No.
If Shantae comes, I'll eat my sock. Like,
Although if they bring in Shantae, they can have an Echo Fighter with Risky.
but then my friend had the dumbest idea, and yet I would love to see it. We need gaming icons for Smash Brothers, right?
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, Minecraft is a huge pillar in the society of gamers. What if they pulled the rug out from everyone and shoved Master Chief?
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
He's a Microsoft property.
Well, if you look now, Microsoft's like
They're getting-
begging on their knees to have support with
They're
Nintendo
getting
now.
buddy with Nintendo.
Like they're trying to push all their services on Nintendo. They're trying to get Nintendo to accept Xbox Live memberships
And achievements.
on the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm 100% okay with that because, personally, in my opinion, Microsoft's Xbox One model is putting them in the dumps. But if Xbox cuts Xbox One development and becomes solely a software developer, like Sega, I think they could actually hold out. Sega, the problem with Sega is when they went to software development, they didn't know what the heck to do. So they didn't make very good business practices. Microsoft is already a software business. They're built off of Windows,
Oh, yeah.
the operating system. They know what they're doing software-wise, and then Nintendo can handle all the hardware. If Xbox and Nintendo partner, I think that's the best of both worlds. Because right now, you can play Minecraft on your Switch and play multiplayer with Xbox and the Windows and the app.
Yeah.
Everybody can play together. I think that's insanely smart.
Which is why a lot of people think that Steve is going to get into Smash Brothers. And again, nothing against
It's a
Steve
possibility.
fans. I would be 100% down because he's been on what? He's been on the 3DS, the Wii
That's right, he's
U,
been on the 3DS.
the
That's the one I haven't
Switch.
even picked up. I wanted to pick that one up.
And he is a gaming icon.
Everyone can recognize Steve.
But at the same time,
Is he recognizable enough to hold his own in Smash?
oh yeah, absolutely. That's not even a question.
I mean, like, as a representative from a series, can he represent it well with stage, character and costumes, and music?
And the only thing that I think he's lacking on, and moveset. His moveset would be...
I think the moveset would be fine because you got your grab/recovery could be his fishing rod.
Oh no. I actually talked to
Or
someone
the,
today.
the new Elytra wing things.
And we had the smartest idea for his recovery. Nintendo, if you're listening, hear me out. His up B recovery could be him throwing an Ender Pearl.
Yo!
And it would
Yes!
it'd go up, right?
Yeah.
And it'd be able to do that. But if it hits someone, it what is it
Swaps
called?
places?
No, it grabs them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it could be a command grab.
Yeah.
You instantly go up and just grab them, and if you're in the air, you both go down.
Yeah!
How
That would be awesome.
sick would that
That
be?
would be... I'd be okay with that, yeah.
Because like a lot of
Scratch
people,
my idea. That's my
because
idea.
some people were talking about like, oh, he could use a fishing rod, or he could fight with a chicken. I'm like, but no, then that just makes him. He'd be a tether character,
Or
which would,
he'd be, like, Snake.
or like is a Snake. Snake's the best example of that. Or Olimar. That's the other
Yeah,
one I was
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
But like, if he had that, no one else has that. No one else has an up B, except I guess Joker kind of has one now. His up B.
Someone had something.
His up B is a grappling hook
Yeah.
that allows him to grab someone and pull them down to him.
Oh,
But
yeah.
we're not talking about that. We're talking about throwing it and you go up to them.
I feel like someone had a teleport move where you could cast it out. Or maybe I'm just thinking
Well,
of...
no, yeah, there's teleports.
I'm just thinking of Palutena's attack, where you
But,
shoot
like-
out an attack.
Yeah, no, if you're like, even if you don't want to do the command grab idea, which first off, again, that sounds so sick,
Stellar idea.
but you could just have it where he throws it and it hits them and it does damage and then you just warp to them, kind
Yeah.
of thing. Which, I mean, that'd still be fine.
Yeah.
But like, oh my goodness, like that's...
I mean, moveset-wise, I think he'd be safe because you got Diamond Sword, which you could even, if you wanted to go the route of Robin, where it has durability and you cut down to a golden sword.
Oh, you know, I
Iron
never
Sword,
even thought of that. That's actually a really
and
good
then
idea.
each one does a different tier of damage.
Yeah.
If you want, his final smash could either be putting on like armor, or it could be putting TNT blocks around everyone and blowing it up. Or
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like
he
that.
griefs everyone. That'd be so funny.
His intro can be him riding in on a minecart, or a pig, or a horse,
Yeah.
or at this point a rabbit, or I guess they have pandas now.
Like,
Let's see.
there's stuff you
He
can
has the bow and arrow. He could basically be a Link clone if they won't try hard enough, but if they do try hard enough, he has enough in the game that can really expand upon it.
And I feel
Now
like...
they have crossbows in Minecraft,
Oh, yeah. But like...
and they have shields.
That's not the issue with it, right? I'm completely fine with him being in it. It's just compared to like Persona, where they have the icon.
Yeah.
They have what were the standards that we? Oh, the stage. They have the character who can stand alone as his own icon of his own game.
The stage, and
The
then
stage.
the representative soundtrack from the entire series.
Which Persona has all of those. And honestly, I'd say Halo has that.
Halo does have a very nice.
Halo
soundtrack.
has a pretty good soundtrack.
And there's so many stages. You can make the Halo stage the ring, the Halo ring,
Oh.
and then have it be formatted like either the Mario Galaxy stage or the Sonic Lost World stage, where it's a slight curve,
Yeah.
and there's no pits. It's just straight off, like Bridge of Elden almost.
But like, you have that. That's just base, right? And then
Yeah.
you have Master Chief, who has been around since the Xbox. And
Master Chief is legitimately, I think, can be argued as the icon of Microsoft.
Oh, absolutely.
He's green. The Xbox is green.
Connection. But, like, he has all those pillars.
Yeah.
And he has the pillar that Minecraft lacks.
He has the pillar of autumn.
Shut up. But
I say that because I just played the game like a month ago.
But I feel like he'd be a nice addition. Am I grasping at straws? Yes, because he would be the only character. Because we talked about this. We thought, because Cloud was introduced into Smash Brothers, and he did not have a game on the console.
Yes.
He has his game on the console now.
Yeah, now they ported Final Fantasy VII.
Joker did not have a game on the console, but Persona Q2 released 2 weeks before he was released in Smash Brothers.
And now they announced Persona 5 Scramble.
Halo has nothing.
But see, if we're going to go into our crazy Microsoft Nintendo conspiracy theory with now all their new connections, maybe they might try porting one of the Master Chief Collection games onto the Switch. The Switch can handle it.
Uh-huh.
Like, just tone down some of the shaders, keep it locked at 60 frames, the Switch can handle it no problem. The Switch is handling Doom somehow at 30 frames, which Doom is way more than anything Halo's ever done.
Give me Master Chief.
Yeah.
Give him to me now.
But if they're going to argue guns, we have Snake. There's no argument.
Oh, what? We have Snake, we have Bayo, we have Joker, and now we have Kirby. Kirby just whips out a Glock.
Master Chief, if you want to argue guns, he has a laser sword.
Kirby's packing heat. I don't think you comprehend. Sakurai, you've given me everything I ever wanted.
What if he sucked in Joker and there's no costume difference? It's just he pulls out a gun.
That was the funniest thing the internet reacted to, though, because I told you about it. I don't know where I saw it, but it was Ike and Kirby, and Kirby just had his Joker thing where it was his hair and the mask, and then all of a sudden he whips out a gun and just says "Bayo," and then Ike just drops his sword, puts his hands up. I think that's so funny.
Yeah. Touching back on Steve for 1 second to
go
move
ahead.
on. If Microsoft does go through with all this cross-compatibility with Nintendo with their Xbox Live service, you know what I just thought about?
Gears of War.
Okay, true. But with Steve's costumes, obviously in Minecraft you can change your skin.
Yeah.
What I was thinking, if Microsoft goes through with this connectability with the Switch and you can use your Xbox Live service on the Switch, if you have a skin from Minecraft you like, what if you could put it on your Smash character much in the same way with the Mii fighters, where you can create your own Mii fighter, and you import it from the Switch's Mii creator, so it's already created, you just put it into the game. They already have the hardware to do it. They already have the transferability, and you don't even have to change the class of the fighter. It's just Steve.
Elliot's just over here galaxy braining on me. I'm just,
That just came into my head. I was like, that would be the smartest thing ever, because you have all the younger kids who enjoy Minecraft for the social aspect. You have all the older people who enjoy it for the creatability and the ability of the game. They all love their custom skins. You put that in the game, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Because there's millions of possibilities of what you could give him as costumes. Just make it an endless possibility.
I hate continuing to talk about, like, don't get me wrong.
And Minecraft's on the Switch, so it would have been represented.
Yeah. I love Smash Brothers. You love Smash Brothers. One of the biggest things that I've been theorizing about that I know some people haven't, Sakurai, I don't know how, okay, anyway. He announced, straight up, when he announced the Fighter's Pass, that there was going to be, none of the characters on the Fighter Pass were going to be echoes.
It's a good thing.
No. Hold on. He said on the Fighter Pass.
Oh, I see where you're getting at. Yeah.
DLC, not on the Fighter Pass. Just like how they have, like, Mii costumes.
Yep, yeah. They could release Echo Fighters.
They could release Echo Fighters.
Because the Fighter Pass is their premier, like, buy this now and you will get genuine content.
So what if instead, because I know a lot of people have been like, okay, they're going to include a Fire Emblem rep again. What if instead...
I'd be okay with Alm joining the game because, as I said, Shadows of Valencia favorite
what
game.
What if, instead of doing that, they made Eldegar, I think was her name? An
From Three Houses.
Echo Fighter of Ike. Ike fights like an axe wielder. What if they just made her an Echo Fighter, and the difference is her weapon does more damage on the tip, kind of like what Marth's does?
Yeah.
Instead of Ike's just doing damage over the whole
Like
thing.
Lucina.
Yeah.
Okay. That would get your representation
That would
of
get
the new game.
that would get the Fire Emblem rep that everyone's worried about is going to take up a slot on the DLC pass, which I'll admit...
If you make it optional, people can't complain because they just don't have to buy it.
I'm genuinely worried about it too. Joker's the last anime boy I want in this game. Unless you count Master Chief as an anime boy, in which case Sakurai, weave me up, baby. Like,
Weave me up, Saki.
Halo's my favorite anime. But
Yeah.
I like that's not been confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't do anything with any more Echo Fighters. But if they release a character that is so obvious, like Joker, you can't make an Echo Fighter for. There's no one in this game that fights exactly like him. But if you get like a character like, I'm trying to think of a good example that I can't really think of, but like if like Simon Belmont would have been DLC, just have Richter as well. It's like just make it like a 2-for-1 deal, but make Richter like 75 cents.
Yeah.
But you have to have bought Simon Belmont kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. I'm theorizing, and I'm not good at theorizing.
I think that would work.
But yeah, that's just my entire thing. Because he specifically said they will not be part of the fighter pass. He didn't say that they were not getting DLC Echo Fighters.
Yes.
He said that we're not getting DLC Echo Fighters on the fighter pass. The fighter pass is all original characters.
And we're taking this from the man who said he was going to stop at Melee.
Oof.
Who then had to do Brawl because his boss basically announced it at a game show before he even signed on to the project. Then said Brawl was his last project. And then immediately started working on Smash for Wii U and 3DS. So that's his last project. And then, as soon as development was completed for Wii U, started on the Switch version.
I don't know. Would I be fine if Ultimate was the last game in the series?
I'd be satisfied if they released periodic DLC for it.
Even if they just ported it over to every other Nintendo, like if from here on out, if it was like, oh, here's a new Nintendo console, they ported over Ultimate, added like 3 new DLC fighters,
kind of like Minecraft.
Kept all the old fighters, just sprinkle in like a bit more like, oh, here's here's Tetra, ooh, Tetra, here's Rayman, ooh. It's like just sprinkle them in every now and then. If it was like if it was like Smash Brothers
PlayStation,
Ultimate 2,
Smash Brothers PlayStation Ultimate Battle Royale.
Smack. Like
okay, I have a bad feeling about this, but I think it's gonna happen.
Right.
They're gonna put someone from Fortnite in Smash Bros.
No.
I have a bad feeling it's gonna happen.
No, they're not going to.
Fortnite, Epic Games are really branching out because now they have a super major deal with Avengers Endgame.
They're not doing it. You know how I know they're not doing it?
I hope they don't, but I have
a
feeling
feeling
they're
how
going to.
I know they're not doing
How?
it? Name one character from Fortnite.
Banana Suit Guy.
That's not a character.
Thanos.
Thanos. Did you know Mario dies in Endgame?
Oh, no!
Such a shame. Mamma mia.
Batman gets a new suit!
But no.
Yeah. I understand your point.
Because, like, okay, sure.
I feel they'd find a way around it, like with Ribbon Girl, or Ribbon Boy and Ribbon Girl. They can name any of their characters just to get them in. I just hope Nintendo doesn't. Because I feel like that would be their sellout move, would be to put in Fortnite to get more kids
All right. But if we're talking about this, we already compared Minecraft Steve to this. You got the character who could stand alone as his own icon of the series. Fortnite doesn't necessarily have that, but you could just put the basic white guy with the blonde hair in there and just have different skins as the different skins. All right?
Heck, you can make it an echo of Steve because it's Minecraft.
I'll go that far, all right? But stage-wise, okay, you fight on the battle bus. Let's even go that far. Let's say you fight on the battle bus.
That would be kind of cool.
And you drop someone.
And the scenery is the whole...
yeah, something like that.
That would be okay.
But
or like
if
you
you
make a
can't,
stage where it shoots you up.
Hold on. If you can't name a song from Minecraft, I want you to name me one song from Fortnite.
They got like that disco one from the emo and the menu music where it goes...
But if you say Minecraft doesn't have songs good enough for this game...
They could auto-tune the angry 13-year-olds on the chat. Discord remix.
Your mom gay! Like, no, it's just... Because I can name Sweden for Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah,
and like it's all right. You know what?
I agree.
Put it in, but like I cannot name.
I agree.
You can't name a single song from Fortnite.
I agree.
I don't want default Dan in my Smash Brothers.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey, Lucy.
She's only on you so she can stiff for food.
I understand.
Yeah, I see your point.
You better see my point. Never bring up default Dan in Smash Brothers ever again.
All right, Nathan. We're at an hour and 3 minutes. How's your life been?
It's been all right.
How are you hanging in there? Anything special going on?
I mean, I have exams.
Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what, Monday? I have my math exam. Guess what time?
When?
7 a.m.
Dear God.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
7 a.m.
That is not okay.
Followed up by my philosophy exam at 11.
Oh.
I'm going to die.
Oh, we will all pray for you.
Yeah.
My good sir. Yes, hi, Lucy. Yeah, my life, it's been kind of rough this past week or so. I won't get into too much detail.
Nah, this isn't the place for it.
No. I'll just say, kind of growing apart from someone special to me.
Oh, Lucy, you're so cute. Sorry.
Pay attention to this dog, not me, emo. But, yeah. And I'm not going to burn the bridge at all.
Play
Because
My Chemical Romance real quick.
when I was a young boy, my father. I'm not going to burn any bridges, but I really hope whoever they are realizes that what we have can't be replaced.
I'll beat the crap out of them.
And
I say that too close to the mic.
I'm just taking every day one step at a time, and
That's what you gotta do.
God's helping me through, but just sticking in there. So I got my phone back, and yeah,
I know he threw a phone at you. Oh, you just want me for my hash brown, don't you?
Oh, jeez. Thank you guys for joining us for this second episode of the Bounce Cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facecam, you like it? Not?
Final thoughts.
Give
and
us a
this
little
is just. Oh well, yeah. Besides that, last little short thing I want to talk about. We're not going to spend too much time on this because if we do, we're going to delve into spoiler territory.
And the spoiler ban doesn't lift until next Monday.
Endgame.
We both watched it.
Not together.
Those of you who follow me on Snapchat know I may have thrown myself a little movie night outside of the realms of the law. Just kidding. Don't report me. Yeah, I 100% enjoyed it to the fullest. I cannot say I have any qualms with it. I started to have problems with it, with how they handle certain elements of it, but then immediately as I thought those things, they explained it. and they thoroughly explained it to the point where it wasn't a problem for me anymore.
I like how anti-spoiler that was. I'm very proud of that.
Thank
That was
you.
actually really good.
Batman dies.
Mario gets Thanos snapped out of existence and Luigi cries over his corpse. No. I loved it.
People complain about the 3 hours. To me, when you...
People. Just call me out, Elliot. I complained about the 3 hours.
Nathaniel Bailey hates the movie.
First off, my name's not Nathaniel, but there was no good point for a bathroom break.
Yeah.
Did they handle it well? Yes. Do I think it's a fantastic conclusion to the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Absolutely. There's going to be more movies. Do I think that...
Ooh.
It is the end of the Avengers, though.
I'm going to watch Spider-Man Far From Home, and then I'm just going to take a back seat and only watch the movies that interest me. Because I haven't even seen Captain Marvel, and from what I've heard,
It's not that great.
it's entirely
Hello.
pointless.
Yes. No, don't mess with my...
Because all you need to know is she's female Superman, and she's a character for women's rights.
But... Yeah, no, I don't.
I have nothing against women's rights. I have everything against Captain Marvel as a character because she's bland. She has no defining character traits besides she's the stoic Superman alien. And she has no weakness. I liked her in like what however much long she's in Infinity War, I won't say. But her
I was about to say.
I just you don't even have to see her movie to understand who she is in the Ultimate movie. If that happens, there's something wrong there.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with the formula.
With the character and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard about it, but there have been rumors about something called the Infinity Collection coming out.
Phases 1 through 3.
No. The Infinity Collection is all 22 Marvel Cinematic Universe movies in one collection. That may have been too quiet.
It's all 22 movies!
In one single collection.
Yeah. I am 100% okay with that.
Apparently it's going to be like...
Up in the 4K, I will watch everyone
Apparently
start
it's
to finish.
going to be like $200, if not more.
No freaking duh, though.
But...
That makes total sense.
Just think about that.
I think, this is just my opinion, for movies like Civil War where they rushed the CGI and you can tell Iron Man's head is floating over a CGI robot suit,
Yeah.
I think they should touch up the CGI on that. But like every movie before Civil War and after Black Panther has had stellar CGI. Thanos looks like a real character.
Thanos is incredible.
But from Civil War to Black Panther, that area right there, excluding Spider-Man Homecoming.
I was about to say Spider-Man Homecoming.
Excluding Spider-Man Homecoming, every movie with Civil War and Black Panther has had, like, PlayStation quality
Oh, it's been
CGI.
great CGI.
But Spider-Man Homecoming, all the scenes where he's in the homemade suit,
Yeah.
that's entirely CGI.
I know.
It's not even, like, mocapped. It's just CGI.
Lucy, why? There's no like half.
They created an algorithm just to make him look human. So yeah, I will buy it.
Anyway, thank you for coming.
If you liked this video, feel free to comment. Tell us what you hated. Tell us how ugly I look. Tell us how Nathan is literally the pinnacle of physical male perfection. Give
Tell
us
me
a
that I
little
was
like.
eating my hash browns too loud. Tell Lucy to calm down.
Subscribe, please. Feel free to subscribe if you like what we do and you want to see more.
We'll give you a Kit
Click
Kat.
the notification bell because YouTube decides not to show our videos to anybody. Share us to your friends.
Lucy, you can't have
I'm
this.
begging on my knees because we would really like some more subscribers.
Lucy, why?
Lucy, smile at the camera for us. Give us a little
Lucy's like
endorsement.
No. Here, look, Lucy, over here. Oh, Lucy. Oh, no.
She looked for half a frame. Post Elliot, put it in there with a little caption that says, "I endorse a video." Awesome.
All right.
Catch you guys on the next episode of Bounce Cast and
Oh,
on
gosh,
Bounce
not
Pad.
Perry, too.
All right. See you guys later.
Peace.